individual now, am I? I really do hate this kind of joke. Oh.
A joke? I wonder.
So what are you saying, then? Is that I specifically chose to work together with Hifumi?
Well, yeah, you made him get the tea, and then he acted like a big old bitch and did it for you.
The idea that I would choose to spend any amount of time interacting with him, that I would go within 10 feet of that shit for brains, that lazy, worthless, goddamn idiot. And, something French.
Pardonne-moi.
Pardonne-moi.
Neither one of you sound correct. Pardon me.
Just to be clear, there is evidence to support it.
Is that so?
It is. Throughout the investigation, there was certain behavior that was common only to the two of you. Considering what we've learned so far, it only further proves that the two of you were working together. Encountering the suspicious individual. They're the only two that ever saw a robot man.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
The behavior they had in common has to do with the suspicious individual in the suit, doesn't it? The only ones who ever actually saw Robo Justice firsthand were Celeste and Hifumi.
Shush! The adults are talking now.
Well, alright, Dad. I'll sorry, Jesus, I'll just get out of the room. Fuck.
As he said, only Celeste and Hifumi ever laid eyes on the costumed individual.
Oh, wait, I can't go pee.
Except that Hifumi was one of the culprits, we can't help but suspect that Celeste had said as well. I suspect what Celeste had said as well.
Everything they told us was a lie?
Everything. Everything!
After taking Hifumi to the nurse's office, we all began our search for this individual, correct? Not too long after that, do you remember what Celeste said? I saw the shadow of the individual run down this way.
I saw a shadow, something moving around at the top of the stairs. How dare you mock me?
You're just mad because it was spot on.
You wish. In your dreams. Claw.
We headed to the second floor specifically because of what she claimed to have seen.
I saw it. Thank you.
Next, to draw us all to the physics lab, up on the third floor.
I saw him run farther back.
She let out a blood curdling the scream.
Wow.
Wow, Buffett.
And when we'd all come to see what was wrong, what was it she said?
I don't know.
Waluigi.
Celeste, what's wrong?
Waluigi.
That was a rather intense scream for someone like you.
Not gonna lie, I thought he was talking to Tina that time.
That's what I thought too.
Waluigi. Waluigi.
I just think it's kind of time for us to... I saw him, the strange costume man. He ran off as soon as I screamed.
Oh, dear Lord.
Why would he if he was going to murder you?
I was blocking the stairs, so he headed further down into the hallway and disappeared.
Once she'd done her job of getting us all up to the physics lab, it was time for her partner to get to work. The secret ingredient is crime.
Yeah!
Waluigi. Waluigi.
And we get shut down.
Waluigi.
Banned for toxic behavior.
Yep.
You're welcome,
What was
Grace.
that? That came from downstairs. It must have been...
Also,
I'm
nice
triggered.
sync, by the way, Wolfgang. We did that pretty spot on at the same time. Hifumi, he's in the nurse's office. Are you hitting a bong?
There's
Nope.
no JK, Grace.
This is bad. Come on, we have to go back. We have to go back to the future.
That was to get us to divide into 2 groups, so that we would work together, so we would discover both bodies at the same time.
Yeah, it's just Waluigi now.
It's
Wow. In fact, Celeste was
It's
precisely the one
Danganronpa.
who proposed that we split up.
uh-oh. Then why don't we split into 2 groups?
I'll lead the hunting party. It seems much more interesting.
Very well, then Makoto and Hina, you come with me to the nurse's office. I will lead the capture of the suspicious individual to Toko, Byakuya, and Sakura.
Well, if Celeste and Hifumi were working together, all those chance events suddenly become connected.
Sorry,
To say,
I think I'm hearing a loop or like an echo, and it's really weirding me out. I think it's just a song.
and on top of that piercing cry of yours early on,
Why are you always so angry?
because I have a tiny penis.
Ha ha!
What a piercing cry!
That
Oh,
was
sorry.
to signal Hifumi, wasn't it?
Ah! Can't even do it.
It was your way of telling him we're on the 3rd floor and everything's going according to plan. Why else would you let out a scream that could have carried across the sea?
I just realized another strange thing. Your hair's too perfect. When we found Hifumi in the nurse's office, who we now know was only pretending to be dead. I certainly was not expecting.
Right. My voice has become very deep. I certainly wasn't expecting that either.
Oh my god, I've suddenly grown
I
balls.
did not imagine that Hifumi
I owed you for the one
Fucking
earlier,
trouble.
okay?
would be murdered.
I had to get back at you.
Murder?
Back at it again.
Celeste, you were the first one to say he'd been murdered. You wanted to make sure we wouldn't have any doubt in our minds.
Oh, fuck. I don't believe it. Everything. The whole big thing was one big act.
Everything!
Thing every.
Hina, you were with Celeste when Hifumi's body disappeared, right?
Yeah, I was feeling kind of sick, so Celeste took me to the bathroom. Wait, then that was...
She was worried about you. She wasn't worried about you. She just saw a chance to help Hifumi sneak out of the nurse's office.
Each piece isn't much by itself.
the...
Let's start putting them together and the picture gets very ugly indeed. Wouldn't you agree, Celeste?
No. I have no idea what you mean.
Don't bother trying to deny it. You made one fatal mistake.
Oh, did I?
I didn't even catch it myself when you first said it,
Oh.
but looking back, I can say that that one little slip-up was your undoing. Looking back at
What are you talking about? Read
I'm
your
talking
mind.
about what you said after Hifumi's body disappeared and we returned to the nurse's office.
They must really be enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened and confused. Oh, we're all going to die here. We're going to die just like those guys died. I remember her saying that too, but I don't understand what's so strange about it.
Then pay attention. Sakura, Toko, and I were the first to discover Taka's body in the equipment room. Then Makoto showed up and told us Hifumi had been killed. So Sakura and I left with Makoto. Once we were in the hall, we ran into Celeste, and the four of us headed to the nurse's office. Now, the entire time we were together, none of us said anything about Taka being dead.
Fuck.
Think about it. Celeste's comment doesn't make sense. It was completely out of place.
Wait. I just want to get enjoying the sight of us standing around. You're all going to just like those guys. So those guys is what's important.
Yep, those guys died.
I thought she just meant everyone.
Yeah, that's very specific.
Those, plural.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about, although I don't really get what it means.
What a surprise!
You hear that, Celeste? Everyone's having some trouble understanding. Could you repeat what you said?
No.
If you're really not the culprit, you shouldn't have any problem repeating it, right?
Fuck.
Bianca said that Celeste's comment doesn't make sense. But what is he alluding to? Okay, so we'll actually fucking figure it out.
Let's account.
Yeah.
I just, when she said
Oh,
those,
excuse me.
I just thought she meant everyone, but now I understand.
All I
All I said was, they must really be enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around frightened and confused. They must be positively elated. No, we are all going to die here.
So let's
We are
account.
going to die just like those guys died.
no.
And that's all I said.
Missed it. And that's all it takes to finish this. It's obvious, isn't it? What was so strange about
actually
Celeste's
think it's
comment?
But when Celeste said what she did, she shouldn't have known yet. With that in mind, what's so strange about what she said is
All I said was,
the sight of us. We're all going to die. Yep.
Objection!
Exactly.
Great.
That's right. There's no reason Celeste should have just said just like those guys died. When she said that, none of us had told her Taco was dead.
Exactly. And we didn't run into her until after we were all until after we were all out in the hall.
Sorry.
So there was never any chance for her to have seen his body in the equipment room for herself.
So how did you know, Celeste? How did you know that more than one person had been killed? How did you know they were both guys? Kyoko had also disappeared, right? So she could have been dead too. I would have been very sad. I would have been crying every day and every night.
you all have such vivid imaginations, you know that?
Imaginations?
You claimed that I was lying when I told you about the suspicious person I saw. Then what about the picture I took?
Bitch, you took it before everything.
How do you explain this picture of the costumed villain dragging Hifumi away?
Hello. Very well. Yeah.
Yasuhiro.
Yasuhiro. Surfer boy. Stop getting fed.
No. I got Oreos and you're just jealous.
Oh, I want Oreos so bad.
It has to be some kind of setup, right?
Celeste's never gonna stop.
Celeste put the suit on and then she used the camera's timer to set up the picture.
Have you so quickly forgotten? You are the only one who could have possibly fit into that suit. Plus, I happen to know that this particular camera does not have a timer. In other words, it is an unassailable fact that this is a picture of Hifumi being dragged away. If everything I told you was a lie, how can this picture exist? Simple. Are we sure that it's really a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away? What could you possibly mean by that? Surely there are other explanations than the one you've offered up. No, there is no other explanation.
Other explanations.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you.
Oh, here we go, yes. Oh, yeah, Daddy. Daddy likes that. Slowly. Also, you didn't say that it was you're eating an Oreo. If it wasn't a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away. Oh yeah, Grace like that.
No.
The only other possibility is
If Fumi is dragging the suspect away.
He's moving the body.
it's not a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away. I would say it's a picture of Hifumi dragging the suspect away.
That's certainly within the realm of possibility. The one being dragged off in that picture isn't Hifumi, but the person in the robot suit. We've simply been led to believe that it's the other way around. And the strange costume might only exist to lead us astray even further. If you saw someone wearing something like that in this situation, of course you'd notice and be suspicious.
That's what happened! You put me to sleep and made me out to be the bad guy in all this!
Such a thing is utterly impossible. Hifumi was dragging him away. Ridiculous. Is it? I don't think it's ridiculous at all. Then shut your mouth and allow me to educate you.
Damn, Celeste.
Fuck.
Celeste thinks she can prove that there's no way Hifumi was dragging the suspect away. But is that really possible?
I don't know, but Goto, let's find out.
Whoa, this is a new song.
Dang, I gotta hear it. Ooh.
Robo Justice.
Wolfgang.
You dressed me up in that suit after I passed out. Then you draped me across Hifumi and had him carry me away. You tried to make me look like the bad guy.
Like I said, ridiculous. As you can see in the picture, the suspect is standing perfectly upright. If the person wearing the suit was unconscious, there's no way they could stand up straight like that. Then the fortune-telling idiot is a culprit after all.
Gimme!
Stop it, Chaos Jill.
No, that's not right. There's definitely a contradiction to what Celeste is trying to claim. I'm pretty sure it's the Robo Justice costume. I just want to make sure.
Stands straight up like that, couldn't do it. The costume doesn't bend.
Yes. See their feet or bend at the waist more than 90 degrees.
Boom.
Yep.
Boom shakalaka boom.
Objection!
Boom shakalaka. He's on fire!
Break.
No, even if the person inside the suit were unconscious, they could still stand up like that. Because that Robo Justice suit had a certain characteristic.
Oh my
You
God,
totally can't bend at the waist. Seems like a pretty obvious oversight. Huh? That's right. They totally made a mistake when they made it, so it couldn't bend at the waist. I'm not so sure that was a mistake. I think the suit was designed from the beginning to be used the way it is.
Sure is.
Damn, they the face.
Whoa. Celeste and Hifumi took the suit they specifically designed and stuffed Hero into it. No, you're not. That's how they were able to fake the whole thing. The point of it all was to make us believe whoever was in the suit was to blame.
Well then, I suppose this is checkmate.
Checkmate.
Yes, when I'm mating and you check. Yes, I thought it was funny too.
Oh, shit.
Jesus, look at that face.
Still not here.
Don't make me laugh, you idiot! Fuck. What do you mean, checkmate? Celeste? Is this the time to use that other thing?
Nope.
No, okay. Clearly, you want to cram me into your little guilty box. Well, there's one little problem. Her hair is like a cat. Have you already forgotten what Hifumi told us as he lay dying? Oh. Hey, Hifumi, who was it who attacked you? Who tried to kill you?
Who killed me? That's right. I remember their name. Yatsu. He...
When we asked him who had attacked him, his answer was quite clear, was it not? He said, and I quote, Yasuhiro. In other words, Yasuhiro Hagakure.
Wait! My name isn't really Yasuhiro! It's actually Taro!
Wait a minute. Your confusing statements don't make any sense. You're only making things more complicated. He did say Yasuhiro, but are we sure he was really pointing the finger at Hiro? What the hell are you talking about? I'll burn you alive!
Kyoko. What do you mean by that?
Think back to how Hifumi used to talk to us. Oh, how did he refer to each of us?
He said for serious a lot.
Did he say nicknames?
I think
Okay,
he said last names.
I don't
yeah.
remember.
The way this one is obvious is these are for two other people.
Oh, yeah.
Genocide Jack gives everyone
Yeah.
nicknames.
Genocide Jill!
Jill, yeah. And then
Don't have a penis.
Yasuhiro says for serious a lot.
Last names.
That's right, our last names. He called us all by our last names.
Exactly. I know I heard him say Mr. Naegi more than once. For example,
It's okay,
To
Grace.
read or not
so
to read.
if Hifumi did mean to say Hiro's name, he would have said his last name, Hagakure.
Hagakure.
I'm sure it was just incidental. By chance, he just his first name. Indecent.
Don't talk.
Random chance. How isn't that a convenient explanation? He just cut the cord. He was like, "Whap." No, there's no reason to think he would have said the name any different than normal. But he must have run out of energy before he could say any more.
So Hifumi was trying to tell us the last name of whoever killed him.
The name he said doesn't apply to anyone here.
Well, no, hold on. There's one person it could apply to. And that's Celeste. She never actually told us what her real name is.
What did you just say?
Not gonna lie. Celeste being all like gothic and everything made me think of something, and I'm gonna walk y'all through my freaking mental
I don't
line
know
here.
if I want to hear that.
What?
So
Wait, what?
goth characters, the chick from Danny Phantom, the meme that I shared within this, in which the sign said "spit," and I cannot stress this enough, in my fucking mouth.
Yeah,
I lost my shit at that meme.
it's a funny one.
First aid.
To think you'd take your false accusations so far, I don't know whether to laugh or spit.
Yeah, the first aid.
Come on,
That's what our
enough
argument
with your
needs.
idiotic blather. Yasuhiro is a loser's name. Do I look like a loser to you?
Yas.
Well, do I?
Holy fuck! What is wrong with her?
What? I think I've earned the right to be a little on edge.
Okay, then, fill us in. What's your real name?
Fine. Make your ear holes as wide. Oh, make sure your ear holes are wide open and listen up.
Go wide, asshole.
My real name is Celestia Ludenberg. Could you please stop making me repeat myself over and over again?
Celeste still won't give up, so then I have to do something to make her accept it. Danganronpa. Danganronpa.
It's gonna be a memory.
Yep.
Hifumi was trying to tell us something. Oops. He wanted us to know the killer's last name, Yasuhiro. If there's one person here who might have that last name,
Grace, calm down.
it would have to be you, Celeste. You haven't told anyone what your real name is. How many times do I have to tell you? My name is Celestia Ludenberg. God damn it! I had to like turn my head.
Yeah, I know.
How long do you plan to go on pretending?
I'm not pretending, it's the truth. And since you have to have no way to contradict me, that's the only truth there is, moron!
I think the only way to
Isn't
contradict her
there any
thing
way
is
to
what we're
make her
aiming for.
face the truth?
It's not the only way to contradict her. The e-handbook.
Oh! I was like, wait, what's our evidence?
Objection! Are you sure about that? Break.
No, no idea.
Remember, at the very
5th of November.
beginning
The
of this
gunpowder
case,
treason and plot. I can think
Kyoko was like, shut up. Kyoko was like, the e-handbook is gonna come in handy. That's it.
Goodbye, Celeste.
The
It was
handbook.
fun. What?
Anytime you turn your handbook on, it shows the other owner's name when it boots up, right? Monokuma told us all about it before. This hand.
This handbook is absolutely vital to a healthy school life, so don't lose it.
Where's mine?
When you start it up, it will display your name. Always make sure you have the right one.
I think I dropped mine. Okay.
Now, this is not your everyday notebook. It has so many more uses than that.
There you go.
So all we have to do is check her handbook and that'll clear everything up. That's how we find out Celeste's real name.
Joke's on you, I don't have a handbook. That's an invasion of privacy. I refuse to cooperate. Tisk.
Monokuma.
Celeste, can you please just tell us what really happened? Please. Just tell us.
Fuck you.
Even when I'm put in check, it's just my nature not to give up. Because I'm the only one. Until the game's over, you never know what might happen.
Fine then. Let me settle it. Let me go over the case again from the beginning and shed light on your crimes.
One more
And that'll bring everything to an end.
One more
Closing argument. Begin.
Alright, so. They're
my God,
making
Hifu.
the plan? What the
Yeah.
fuck?
Hifumi's face, though.
Jesus.
1 a.m. That's Ritaka. And they chloroformed him, you were right.
Bro, does it smell like chloroform to you?
Oh.
And he looks all like hostled.
Yeah, I think that's the one.
There's Finny, he's put in the suit.
What's before building this suit?
That's actually after building the seat. That's the picture. Yep, that
That one.
The picture. And then there's the note.
The note.
And wait, there's him hiding,
Yeah.
waiting for
Oh,
shithead.
the time.
6 a.m. And then wham! Just December. Not 4. Not 4.
It is 4, look.
Oh, it is 4? He got killed with. Oh, it is 4. Alright, never mind. I'm wrong. Oh. And then there's the picture. And then there's the one.
It's when they found him at...
The blood pack.
No, but
At the
that's-
nurse's office. The blood pack.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's over here.
Oh, fuck.
That's when they found them at The library.
Library.
He got hit with Justice Hammer.
He looks
2.
all sweaty. He looks all sweaty.
This one?
Yeah.
I actually don't think that one goes there. Because this really early one. I think it goes like that.
Yeah. That makes sense. Okay, puppy, go on. Go on. Get. Be free, because you're a butt pirate. Oh.
No.
Do what you want, because a pirate is free. She is a pirate. So there's him moving a body.
Yeah, I'm looking for ones.
Oh my
So
god.
weird.
It's like a fucking
no.
dog. The hammer.
The
The clear hammer. Yeah, that one. Or that one. No, it's too late.
Yeah, it's too... Wait, no. It is this one.
Yeah.
Because the notes are right here.
Exactly.
So what's
Justice
this one?
Hammer 3.
I think so, actually.
Yeah.
Because he got hit with Justice Hammer 2. If that's here. Yep.
Yeah, Justice Hammer 2.
I think that's right. Okay, the return of Goku Hall Monitor. Yes, we'll never forgetty. Mom Spaghetti.
Hey, look, Junko.
Before anything, the killer persuaded someone to help carry out the murder, and that person was... Hifumi. With an accomplice, the killer was able to execute a number of otherwise impossible schemes. First, they convinced someone to meet them in the rec room late last night at 1 in the morning. It's a lot of hair. That someone they met was Hiro, the murderous student who intended to pass Hiro off as the prime suspect, so when they met up with him, they drugged him, knocked him out, and stuffed him into the robo suit. Next, Hifumi positioned himself to make it look like Robo Justice was attacking him, while the killer used a digital camera to take pictures of the assault. They did all this just to create evidence that would put the suspicion on Hiro. When they were done with him, they shoved him, still unconscious, into a full room locker. And then finally, at 6 a.m., they moved into the murder phase of their plan. They called Taka to the equipment room. And that's where Hifumi killed him, making it the scene of the first murder. The murder weapon was Justice Hammer 4, which was left there in the equipment room. The reason Hammer number 4 was used was to create confusion about the order of the crimes. So next, they falsified 2 more assault incidents. For these attacks, the killers pretended to be the victims to solidify Robo Justice as the suspect. The first faked incident was the attack in the rec room. There, the killers wanted us to see Justice Hammer 1 in the Robo Justice pictures they'd taken. They wanted to make sure we bought the surprise attack story. The second fake incident was the attack in the library. This time, they planted Justice Hammer 2 and an injured Hifumi to sell us the story. With those 2 incidents, the killers were able to create a certain preconception in our mind that the suspect was increasing the size of the hammers and attacking people in order as they did. We fell right into their trap and started looking for the suspect based on that. But, I said but. While we did that, we left Hifumi alone in the nurse's office. This was exactly what Hifumi was hoping for. He took a blood packet from the refrigerator in Justice Hammer 3 and turned the room into a crime scene in which he himself had apparently been brutally murdered. He let out a scream to draw us back, and when we returned, that's what we found. Meanwhile, the other group that had been out... Yes, Sakura's so mad. Been out searching and found Taka's body at the same
Also,
time.
Pyakio looks like a girl.
Yeah, he does. So when we heard the body discovery announcement, we naturally assumed it was for Hifumi. We left the nurse's office, and Hifumi once again took advantage of the situation. He simply got up and made his escape. When we learned his body had disappeared, we all rushed back to the nurse's office. And once again, Hifumi had the chance he was waiting for. This time, he snuck into the equipment room. He wrapped Taka's body in a tarp and used the dolly to move it all the way down to the repository. That explains how each of the bodies disappeared. But even
Odd.
Hifumi didn't know what the true killer had in mind for their final act. Their plan all along was to kill Hifumi and get rid of the one person who could betray them. They did it using an ordinary, everyday hammer from the repository. That should cover everything that happened in this case, and the villain behind it all is...
Not me. How dramatic.
I know, right?
It was Makoto. What? Her hair? Oh, I guess that's what it looks like from the side.
Yeah. Celeste, sorry, you lose.
Damn. I lost? When was I was forced to utter such words.
Goddamn.
They hang heavy around my neck.
Then you admit it, you're the killer? Oh.
Good job. Listen to you trying to take charge as if you're my private instructor. I, Celestia Ludenberg. Actually, no. Taiko Yasuhiro is fine. Now?
Wait, Taiko. Wolfgang.
I was muted.
I know.
I was eating Oreos.
I know, you fatty.
You finally accepted it.
I am the kind of person.
Oh, he's
once
doing it
I've
again.
lost,
Get
I
ready,
don't
Grace.
want things to drag on. Oh no!
Interesting.
Yay!
Oh, we got a bee somewhere.
Oh. No.